Hello everyone, my name is Alan and I'm doing my video project for the sociology final on the ads breakdown. On this side you can see ads that are taken from the Cosmo magazine, and really according to the ads out of the 2019 November edition, you can really infer a great deal about the cultural expectations that are portrayed to women every day. There's a staggering 23.3% of the ads in that were targeted specifically at makeup, and an equal amount that were targeted at fragrances. And they're really trying to sell the idealized woman. If you look at all of the women in these ads, you can see that there's no lines on their faces, no wrinkles, they're perfect, flawless skin, they're all skinny, and it's really trying to reinforce that idealized perfect woman that even the models in these ads can't even attain, because all of these pictures have more likely than not been airbrushed. Throughout the rest of the categories that I came across in the ads in this magazine, under the heading of cosmetics, it was 63% of the ads in this magazine were really under the umbrella of trying to hide flaws or distract from different things that would be considered flaws for women. And I felt that this magazine really tried to put women's bodies under a magnifying glass so that they felt like they needed to purchase these products in order to be beautiful and be considered what everyone else expects them to be, just like the models that are in these magazines. Some of the other statistics that I found interesting in this group of ads was that there was really a high percentage of Caucasian women that were presented in this. There was really 84% of the women that were in these ads were all Caucasian. There were only 3 African Americans that were represented in the ads in this magazine, and 100% of the women that were in these ads would have been either considered slim build or skinny, for lack of a better term. And really most of them would have easily been considered 30 or under, probably much closer to 20. So they're really representing this small demographic of people and trying to push that that is what everyone should be expected to be. On the other side of things, in the men's magazine, you really see a different type of trend. There is a really big mix of races that are represented in there. There's still an overarching 85% of the ads that contain Caucasians, but there are still more African Americans represented in these ads, and not just African Americans. There's some Asians, there's male and female in these ads. And there are also some people represented in the ads that are definitely over 30, whereas the female ads strictly stuck to younger generation. Also, these ads for the male side were all pulled out of Esquire. So for the men's magazine, you can really see a heavy trend towards items that could be seen as a status symbol. Really portray young, fit men, kind of geared towards pushing people towards that idealized man, showing that they're young, attractive, adventurous, rugged, that they can, be classy, but still outdoorsy at the same time and able to handle themselves. There's a lot of materialistic type ads in these men's magazines, as far as you can see on the left side that most of what I have up there is watches. The statistics in the ads for this is 45% of the items in the ads were clothing ads and 22% of them were watches, which was most of what I came across. And a lot of it was intertwined with backgrounds of nature or different types of military stuff, so it would make you look more rugged or manly, so to say, or the stereotype of what manly is, or rugged. They have a lot of big cars and things of that nature. You can definitely see that in these ads, it just dictates and leaves behind all of the insecurities and things that people have. It shows that this is exactly what we want as a culture, and if you don't fit these molds, you're not what we're looking for. You're not the idealized man. And you can really see between both sets of magazines that we're reinforcing as a culture and setting up paths of least resistance for another generation, that this is what we're looking for and this is what's expected of you. Regardless of the amount of things that are being marketed to which side, we're kind of setting up the same notion that falsified, airbrushed Hollywood version of a man or woman, and the marketing community as well as our cultural community is reinforcing that path of least resistance to be what's going to be for the next generation as well.